Yeah. I don't know what to say.
So get me someone who can. Hello and welcome to the shit show that is the American healthcare system. There's a lot of background to this video. I'm gonna try to play it as in sequence as possible, but there's a lot of context here. So I have a disability and I've been living in pain for a very long time. When I've been trying to get the information that I need from my healthcare provider, if I'm gonna have coverage, did they receive my payment? Why is my medication charged more? How do I get coverage because I'm on leave of absence? The company has left me on red. They frequently take weeks to respond, and then when they finally do, they give you the wrong information. So they say that you're covered, and then you go to the hospital, guess what? You're not, goodbye. So because they weren't responding, I had to go down to the office and get the answers myself. I understand that I sound angry. I understand this video does not make me look at my best. But the fact is that once you see all of this, and then you get to the end of what they put me through, when I call in and say that I'm in pain, and when you deny my health care, even though I have paid, it puts me in even worse health, and then they laugh at me. You'll understand why.
Yeah.
So there's people going up.
So what do you want to do?
I want to get up there. Because if other people are going up, I have a right to go up there as well. This is my healthcare fund. What you guys are doing is you're targeting me. You're targeting me because you've been on the phone with these folks because they know that I'm here to complain. And rather than let me go up there to complain, now I have to complain about you too.
I can do that, sir. If you don't need the property, I'm going to have to call the police.
Why? Under what grounds?
I'm going to have to call the police.
Under what grounds?
If you don't go, I'm going to have to call the police.
For what have I done to warrant you calling the police? Tell me.
They told you that they're closed.
No, they didn't. I called them on the phone.
So
then they changed their story. This guy denied me entry saying they were closed. So I call the office, they pick up saying they're open, and then, slight pause, now suddenly they're closed. And then of course they're calling the cops on me for, as you can see, he can't give a reason. If other members are allowed to.
There's nothing I can do.
Yes, you can. You can open the door and let me go and complain to them rather than complain to you.
No, sir. There's nothing I can do.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here to see the health fund. I need to get up.
Yeah, we've been instructed that you're not allowed up on this floor, and I think you've been told that as well, too. You need
So it is just me then. You're refusing to, you're targeting me specifically, is that correct?
what?
So other members are allowed up, correct?
What? No, the other members are allowed up. That is correct.
On what grounds?
Threat to our personnel.
So this is what Captain Pearl Clutcher is talking about when it comes to threats. You can see here, I sent a very simple email wanting some pretty basic information about my healthcare coverage. About 5 or 6 days later, they didn't respond, so I sent this here, right there. And then, when they still didn't respond, guess what? I lost my fucking shit. So this asshole, like every corporate prick in the world, did what they're trained to do. When they've been called out on doing something so illegal like this, they play victim and clutch their pearls. In this way, all I simply said is you give me no fucking choice, I gotta go down there and get someone who's gonna give me an answer. So naturally, I had to take a step back and calm down and actually fuck these people. I said this, and I'm over it. They don't get to play victim when they completely screw me over on healthcare, and it's a choice of whether I live or die. So I made it very clear I was going to go down there and I was going to get my answers and I was going to make sure it was recorded. No threats.
Just following the orders of what we've been told.
By who? Who gave you that order? Just following orders. Holy shit, that's rich.
Your employer called us and talked to us in person.
What does the employer have to do with my health fund?
What?
What does the employer have to do with me getting answers from you guys?
Reporting your status.
Reporting my what?
Employer is not properly reporting your hours or your status.
They already have reported my hours. That's why I'm calling you guys. That's why I'm here to get answers from you guys.
Yeah, I don't know. You need to go talk to your employer. If you go
I already have. They have reported the proper hours to you. They have told me to call you. You refuse to answer my questions over the phone. You refuse to answer my questions via email. So now I'm here.
you need to go talk to your employer, please.
So now imagine that kind of back and forth, a lack of information going on for years. So for additional context, I paid the money, my employer reported the hours, everything is on the health fund. I just need to know how I get covered while I'm on a leave of absence and who in the hell I can report these problems to. So remember that part where I called them and said I'm in pain every single day and I need my medication, I need my coverage, what do I have to do here? And then they laughed at me in response to that? Well, they also did this. Because every single time they have screwed this up. I have made my payments, they have confirmed via email that I have coverage, and then my wife gets pneumonia, She goes to the hospital to get treatment. She gets turned away because she doesn't have coverage. Now think about that for a minute. Think about that. My wife has pneumonia, barely able to breathe, and I had text confirmation that I have coverage. She goes to the hospital and she gets turned away without coverage. You think about that for a minute. So the company that doesn't have basic information about my health plan and frequently takes weeks to respond to any basic questions wants me to wait longer? A little skeptical.
Let me disconnect this, and I'm gonna, we'll call you on your phone, all right?
No, this is the same ring around the rosy that I get all the time from you guys. You say you call me back, you never do. I've already been waiting 2 weeks for an email. You think I'm gonna expect you guys to call me? No. Stay on the line, get the info, and I'll leave. Problem solved. This is so simple. You guys always make it complicated, and it doesn't need to be.
All right, then just hang on there for a second.
Thank you. Man, I can't believe he's going full Karen just because he had to wait for an answer of who he can talk to. Wow. Well, Karen, that long, really?
13 minutes and 50 seconds later.
This is your reminder that you get to pay all your bills to the healthcare company. Meanwhile, they get to deny your coverage, refuse you information, take weeks to respond, lie to your face that you're covered, and then you're in pain, people can't breathe, but if you lose your temper, then they will play the victim.